Well, hello everyone and welcome to the plot tour at the end of October. So we still haven't had a frost yet, so various flowers and things are hanging on in there. Quite a bit has changed, quite a lot has died back down. So we've been having a lot of leguminous weeds in here, which is actually a useful indication, because I was wondering why the marigolds have been struggling more and more each year. And those legumes are trying to fix nitrogen, so this needs improving. I've been manuring the rhubarb, but never been thinking to manure the area where the flowers go. So the little Versailles planters are planted up with daffodils. In fact, we put 295 new spring bulbs into the plot. Quite a lot of them are going to be in troughs, so we're going to be moving those around. We've noticed that the strawberries over the years have really struggled to grow on this side of the bed here, so we may just give up and plant something else, maybe lettuce or something. So the blueberries have died back. They've had their autumnal colour and that looks like they're losing the leaves now. So this bed is just finishing off and it's going to be put into fallow for next year, just to allow it to sort of rejuvenate, get the soil health improved. And the berry bush is dying down. We still haven't put in the new one. We're just waiting for that to go dormant before we pop it in the ground. And we've still got carrots in here, in amongst the dying back foliage and the and the weeds. Got Nigella still putting on a show. So the strawberry bed, this has been planted up with some spring bulbs, so we'll have those next year, as has the base of Golden Celebration Rose over there. The meadow was just finishing off. Haven't put any bulbs in here. Might think about that for future years. So the chicory, where it was in this bed, that's the residues are just breaking down, just protecting the soil over the winter. I also just leave the roots in, so they're also breaking down naturally. And this one also, this is where the wigwams were, the bean wigwams. They're all hacked down now, and we've saved the pods that we want for next year. So we've got garlic in here. We've got various places on the plot where we've put in garlic. We're going to go for a scattergun approach, see which stuff manages to avoid the white rot. So the peppers have been scythed down. We are still left with the marigolds. And the tomatoes, we had some Crimson Crush at the end here, the blight resistant stuff, but that was gradually succumbing, and the tomatoes, the fruits, were not really worth saving. So this bed has been dug as a no-dig allotment. This plot, this is sacrilege, but it was getting quite tight, and we found that after beans, in this case French beans, that the soil can go like a rock. Brussels sprouts seem to have reached a certain height and stopped, which is quite handy, so we don't have to put on a higher network of net framing. And the peach peregrine, I have completely savaged it. I've cut it down so it's no longer higher than the pallets for the compost bay. I never really wanted it higher than that, and when we did finally get fruit setting, it was higher than the pallets, and I think it was too exposed and we lost it all. So I'm hoping that a lower profile will be better. Also, it snapped. The peach growth basically snapped the structure. Foxgloves are looking nice. The transplants seem to have settled in, and hopefully that'll be a nice display next year. So we put some hyacinths in the front of that little bed, and I have taken back all the bindweed that was growing up the canes and knocked back the ivy and trimmed the hedge and taken off all the brambles that were growing over the shed. I've moved the bench over here, that's being retired now. Gonna have to get a new bench. That one was starting to creak dangerously. So I took the water butt that was leaking and I've cut it down and I've turned it into a planter. Put some holes in the bottom there. I've moved the front water butt back, and I've got it all set up. So that's all working now. And I've cleared up along here. It's going to have another tidy when the frosts come and kill off the dahlias. I could really cut back that hosta now. And I've taken out this massive rosemary, and I've put in a cutting we took from it a couple of years ago. So the Nicotiana is still going. Not much left on the red love apple. Plenty going on that Amistad there. I'm actually quite looking forward to tidying up the dahlias. They have collapsed a bit, and asters have finished here. They could do with cutting back shortly. Done a bit of a tidy up here, put in some more hyacinths, pruned that rosemary. Clematis is coming back, which is a bit weird. And that rose is looking good. And these planters have got tulips in them. I took out the grasses. They're put in the planter at the back there. And the raspberries are very much done. Just wait for those to die down. We've got to get some grass out from underneath the base there. Do a general tidy up on that. Nice to see that little geranium is still going. And sweet alyssum is putting on a show underneath the plum trees. So we've got plenty of residues on the sweet corn bed here. Oh, I've got some more hyacinths in there. Looks like they're labelled Woodstock variety. Parsnips, we're still waiting for the first frost to sweeten them up, and then we'll take them out. And this is where some tomatoes were. I think there's some now garlic in there. And the leeks. Bit of leaf miner damage on them, but they might improve. Some more garlic, that's Mersley variety in there. And we've still got some cabbage heads to come and some beetroot. So we've put back the elephant garlic that came out of here, the mystery one, and we'll see how it goes. We got quite a few sizable cloves that came off of that. And believe it or not, there has been some tidying up going on in here. Still waiting for the dahlias to get frosted. So I have neatened up that Waldo thornless blackberry there. Took out the old growth, tied in the new. This Lavatera has finished and started seeding. So these are the troughs of tulips. The small one at the end there has got some daffodils in it, and once they start showing signs, I'll take off the netting. Hopefully the foxes will leave them alone by then, and I'll be putting them up on either side of the path. This dahlia's done really well. I think we've got one more pot of potatoes to harvest. This dahlia is doing quite well as well. Big red. So the taberry's all tied in. And hopefully next year we'll be able to harvest from the rhubarb that we just let settle after I did a reduction job on it. And there we are. Hope everyone's keeping well. I will catch you in next month's tour. Bye for now.